Welcome back to Hollywood, everybody. We are back on Hollywood Animal, the stuff that dreams are made of. April 1943, and we are now a behemoth studio after making our mark as the boutique and getting all of these. We're now trying for the behemoth, and that's exciting. We've already done one, and we are going to probably take the top 3 highest grossing film spots at the end of the year again this year. And we should be able to maintain above a 2,000 full calendar for a whole year easy. The question is, will that double dip? And will, like, when April comes around next year, or do we have to wait till the end of 1944 before we can try to take on, I think, I kind of want to try the factory and see what that is as far as how things go. So we've got several movies out. We did lower the prices, so our intake is not quite as much. The profits are down, but that is to try to weaken our opponents. And so we're still making money. That's all that matters. And the question is, will we be able to weaken our opponents? And we're saving the Wolfman, trying to, for October. That's my goal, Halloween, as far as that one goes. We've got others that are in the making, other great movies going at the moment. And so I think we're in good shape. And with that being said, let's kick this thing off. We probably need to get some others into pre-production soon. Joe Pinkin is obviously all of a sudden wanting a lot more money. I think this ends in 49, I believe, or at the beginning of 1949, but we're going to go as if it ends in 1950 with all of what we're going to give to our talent with these contracts. So we don't need to sign them to another contract in Act 1. War is Hell. Ooh, well done, Christopher. Well done. All right, let's see. Do we have anybody who's good out there? Remove protagonist avoids punishment. That is what we're wanting to do. We will put 1,100 towards it this time around because we don't need to get those best film Polluxes anymore. So let's ensure that we get what we want here. Excellent. We're dismantling the code one piece at a time because for some reason it will not let us vote to undo the whole code, which would make things so much simpler. But I digress. Okay, so it looks like it's at a run out 3.8 million. At the end of 1943, depending on how the Gersteins and stuff are, we will probably, we'll see about raising up those ticket prices again. I don't know. The Oxbow incident, the script is looking good, this Western, so let's actually put it into, let's get it started if we can. We do have the criminal gang involved, so we need to make sure we have enough people, so we are going to do Thomas Morrison for this one. Actually, let's keep Edward West busy. We need him to increase that quality as much as he can. He's good enough to where we can let him do these. And increase his quality instead of having to let him sit out and train. We might as well keep him going and keep him busy and training up that way at this point. Let's make it in color. All of them are going to be now from here on out, most likely. And we will put Brian Barrett on this one. Directed by, we got to have some action. That's our guy, Anthony Campbell. Sherman Matthews could, but Campbell, he's 5 days away. And we're going to pay him $142,000. I can't wait to see what his actual contract's going to be like. All right. Our cowboy is going to be... we're a little thin on talent at the moment, aren't we? Let's let Ernest Lane get it. His sidekick will be Peter Harris. With the criminal... Marvin Conti will be criminal number 1. He's the leader of the gang, and this will get a couple of young guys some experience along the talented actor as his sidekicks, which will be Gary Spencer. Where's our... Did we put... Russell Spencer is in another movie. So we might as well let Elbert get this one going, and we will let our more... potential Stephen Holt. He's brothers in arms. He might as well learn how to be a criminal gang as well. Russell Rice. So this is where we're final contract negotiations for everybody as they come up. Again, the goal was to hit 200 million and be there at the end of the year. I don't know if we will though. Okay, Maurice Fox and Bernard Larson they're both ready to go. So let's get to work on another story. And this one is going to be In Which We Serve. So this was actually a British film. It was a patriotic war film backed by the I don't remember which ministry it was in the British government, but Noel Coward directed this. Ironically, what a name, Noel Coward. And he actually starred in as well, along with John Mills and I think it was Cedric Johnson. I'm not for sure on that one. And this one was about a sinking ship. So we're going to have a drama, action, adventure. And they served on a ship together. World War II, let's put it in the Pacific, even though it's British. We're going to say it was the Pacific since it's on a ship. It is going to be brothers in arms. There were, we'll say 4 of them. No antagonists on this one. The crew. So what's happening, my understanding, is the ship is sinking, and they tell the story through a series of vignettes of the ship and of their time together and of their service. So we're going to say there's a worried wife back at home. We're going to say there is another brothers in arms to add. I don't know about that. I think that's all we get. Let's just get the themes. It's mainly these guys here. Actually, we could throw in a love interest, but we've used that. We've beaten that. Oh, a parent figure. We could do that. There's a dad back at home who's also proud. So we will have... So yeah, the ship is sinking. So the fragmented narrative, since we're going to be going back in time, and as the ship's sinking, they're telling this story, and so they're going to be jumping around. We will have, it's going to be, we got to have some fighting going on. Too bad we don't have ship combat. War as hell will definitely be one. Not tank combat. We could assume there's a fighting going on up above them. You know, the RAF is getting involved up there, we'll say. And I mean, this may just be a smaller movie for us. Oh, a close one of the protagonists dies because one of the other soldiers is going to. That's pretty good. We can give a finale then where they do get saved, I believe. So the heroes, I don't think, no, we don't want that. Everyone learns a lesson about service and patriotism. Let's let Bernard knock this one out. And then we will get Maurice on a different one. And Maurice is going to get on one that was requested and sent in by you all. And so loosely based on Titanic, but it still fits. So we're going to call this one Lusitania, after the World War I ship, just to mix it up a little bit. Comedy, drama, romance. There we go. The historical part's not the hugest that we're going with. We do not have World War I Europe yet. I was kind of hoping we would do that. We don't have the Great War. Let's pretend it was a Civil War ship. No, Victorian England. Or we could just put it in the Caribbean. Pirates attacked them. We will have a hopeless romantic. That's like the Leo character. The antagonist. There is, well, we could say like a heartless bureaucrat, maybe. don't think that we need one necessarily. We're going to use the love interest. We've got to. That's just a given, even though, again, it's been beaten to death. That's okay. We're still making good movies with them. It is what we have to use it. He has his buddy. There will be a rival for the love of her. We will have the star-crossed lovers. That's the finale, isn't it? We may or may not use that one. Let's see. We've got to have a struggle for a better life. Let's see. Winning the beloved because he's able to stand on the ship. A long journey. They're on a boat. Generational conflict because you have the hoity-toity aristocracy and the up-and-comers, and we are going to do the protagonist is going to die heroically. Where's he at? As he is pushed off of the life raft by his love interest. We all know that happens, basically. There was room on the board. Room on that board. I stand by that. All right. Mr. Holt, get back to work. Training has failed again. Try it again. All right. Holiday Inn. Please tell me it's done well. Love it. Oh, it didn't quite get to 9. It got better. Just not quite there, but our security leveled up. Julia Holt is almost maxed at 9. And Jane's continuing to plug away, getting ever closer to her 7th star. But this means she's available for another film. And so we're going to put Eugene, our 2 best on this one. Try to keep its quality as high as we possibly can. 40 days is not too bad. Okay, Deuces Wild still has a little bit in it. Maybe. We'll just do 5,000 theaters. We do have Pride of the Yankees coming up on Memorial Day and GI Combat on the 4th of July. 2 big hits we're hoping. Woman of the Year is ready in a solid 8s. Let's get this thing going. There, that's the Woman of the Year. We will move this to where we overlap a little bit again. Well, we can't not. Oh, we went bigger. That's right. Well, let's see if we get lucky and the analytics show back up. Young women. We will do One Trick, An Orphanage Visit by Carol Quinn. Paul Wagner, all right. 7-year contracts this year is what everybody's getting. Every year, if their contract runs out, they get one less year on it. Saves us a little bit of money each year. We can now buy scripts if we need to, so that's not too bad. I don't really want to do the script doctor. Sequels would be nice, but the 10 story elements, let's see, how many... we're looking at like 5 years just to get that. Oh, we can get them to write twice as fast. Maybe we do sequels. We can get those sooner. in 2 years and maybe have some fun with that at the last few years of this run. We're going to be lucky to have 200 million at the end of this year at the rate that we're handing out contracts here without these big money makers. The Man Who Came to Dinner's, done well. It is so different seeing these profit margins being so much lower. But if at the end of the year it kills our competition, it's worth it. Actually, now that we've got, you know what? Now that we have, let's go ahead and submit ticket prices to go up. Let's see what we can do as far as money goes. The rest of them, it's okay. Let them make their little bit of money. It's not going to matter to us. Because what do they have? They still have 24 million in the bank. They're not going to go bankrupt. And it's nice having a little bit of competition around as well. Monopolies would maybe make us get lazy with our scripts. This is not our best, so we will let Emma Barry and Lewis Murphy continue to level themselves up by doing it this way. It's going to take a long time to do this one in post. Concert Hall, we're still forever from it working faster. We have a new construction. What do we have? The freelance writer's office. That's correct. Let's get that going. I don't know if we'll ever use it, but we want to have it there just in case. All right. Are the other studios going to want this? Yeah, I know. It probably is bad optics in the middle of the war to be increasing ticket prices on them. But we're greedy in that sense. And I just, yeah, I'm sorry. We're heartless when it comes to that. But I don't like seeing those low movies. I want to see if we can set some new records for our studio. It would be nicer if we kept it low throughout the war, though. And then jacked it up on all the on everybody coming back. Like, hey, welcome back, men. Now you get to pay more to see movies. That wouldn't go over well either, so there's no good time to really do it. I do want to take a look at who might be out there as far as talent goes. Since we have the money, why not splurge on somebody who is maybe talented? Ooh, here we go. No baggage with this guy either. How much are you going to cost us? 1.8 million. What do you cost us for one movie? Let's do that. Make us a movie and then we'll talk. As far as the actors that are out there, Bobby Martin is out there. He's not been working. When was the last time he worked? 1938. You know what? Let's get Bobby in. He does have illegal tendencies. What? 4 million? Maybe this is why nobody hires you, Bobby. Let's see what you do with one movie before we commit to anything else. Calvin would have been a good one to have, other than the fact that he's a xenophobe. A disciplined, promising talent, Johnny Litvin. He's older, though. Our actors are already getting older on their own. I do see, I will show, I did figure out how to sort by age. So let's do it that way. Anybody out there that we don't have to raise the ceiling for, we can go ahead and just kind of plug in there. Ray Patterson looks pretty good at 24. should be fairly cheap. Well, comparatively, I guess. Let's go ahead and add him. Get some fresh talent in here. "25-year-old conceited, but he's a star. Everett Schmidt." He's going to be too expensive. Oh, yeah, he's going to be way too expensive. Libidinous Chester Walker, 25, though, but he's got 9-star potential. Sign him up. And let's take a look at directors. Craig Alexander. Yeah, he's definitely going to be someone we could use. We will take him. All right, looking good. Let's head back to it. And now let's go ahead and start a new movie. Shall we start custom? Well, we don't have some of our biggest stars yet. We have a lot of male character actors needed. Female and male. We could do a little cheap We Almost Humans. Get one of our young guys some experience. Well, guys that could use some more talent increase, like Harry Ray there. Apparently cinematography is what we need to focus on. We could find a cinematographer that's a little bit better, I'm sure. Let's see what this guy can do with it. But this will get some of our young actors and actresses a role. Our producer, it will be Alfred Willis. Directed by Mr. Nelson Porter. With his uncapped potential now, this is a good one for him to get experience and make better. Jane, you're too good for this one. Marilyn Daniel could do it. Let's get Rita Gill. We'll let Rita Gill, and the key witness is going to be Mr. Tom Campbell. With the serial killer, actually Tom looks more like one, I think. But we'll let Chester Walker get that one. So this is just one for them to, get their chops, okay, and get themselves some experience. So yeah, this 1.2 million profit, it's just not filling the bank as much as we want. The lovers take a break. Interesting. Thanks to a combination of circumstances, an absurd quarrel, or a simple misunderstanding, the lovers temporarily separate and undergo a true test of their devotion. Christopher, it's almost time for you to get to write scripts. You got to get up to at least 5 stars before we do that. When this script freelance writer's office is finished, we will take a gander at the scripts there, see if there's anything amazing that we could purchase. Heat. Okay, that's good. Love it. Let's start this one if we can. Jack Stein will get this one. Again, city streets. We just don't have a good one. We'll get there. We're going to send our best on this one. So we need drama, thriller, and action. Sherman Matthews does action. A thrilling chase. We do not have a thrilling chase. We don't have any of his either. We're just going to go with Sherman Matthews on this one. Bobby Martin will be our charismatic criminal. And we will pair him with Carol Quinn. The worried wife. Wait, we did it. Oh, yeah, female sidekick. Okay. His wife will be Bessie Patterson. Given that they are roughly the same age, that will help make more sense. And criminal number 1 is going to be Kevin Ball. Number 2 will be his young protege, Coleman Gross. And criminal 3 will be the lackey, Gary Spencer, trying to just get in with the boss, but he's just the common man trying to get in there. Glass ceiling. Wilson Hodges. Okay. Let's try starting this one as well. See what we have available for this. Oh, yeah, we do want to take a look at cinematography. Oh, he's 31 and already amazing. Let's go after Burt Evans. That's not bad at all. We're going to put him on this one. And he's going to shoot everything outside. Produced by Jesus Perez. Directed by a romantic comedy. I think it's going to have to be Mr. Stevens. Julia Holt is our ambitious woman. The angry boss is going to be Charlie Graham. Or actually, I think we're going to go back. We're going to let Jane do this one. Jane. And then the love interest for Jane will be Roscoe Ford. So kind of a mixed as far as talent goes, but I think that'll be okay. Pride of the Yankees. Just in time for the increased ticket prices as well. We'll see what that bounces us back up to. I'm curious. Because I don't think we're going to be bankrupting our opponents anyways. So we're just going to do it by just making better movies and crushing them that way and making everybody know that our studio is number 1. And if they want to see the great films of their time, this is the place to be. And so I'm excited to see what these next 2 on big holidays will do, being solid 8s all around. All right, Jesse Holt, try again. And we can get Felix and Hodges both on things. Surviving wartime. Someone struggles. Okay. Pretty cool. Let's get started on another story. And this one is going to be Heaven Can Wait. Directed by Ernst Lubitsch. And it was starring Gene Tierney and Don Amici. Is it Amici? I think it's Amici. And this one was where a man dies. He's trying to get, I think, into heaven, but he's like talking to basically the devil, if I understand it right. And then he's discussing everything about his life. It's not helping his case. He's had affairs. He's had all kinds of stuff. He's been married. He tries to buy off his son's fiance because he doesn't want to marry him. And eventually, I guess there's some sympathy there, and the devil lets him in. He says there's maybe an annex in the room where his grandfather and his wife are. So I think it's like a little bit of comedy in there is what it seems like as well. Yeah, we'll go with this. And we will set it in a modern... Let's put it in a European city. That just makes it more interesting. So, what do we... I guess charismatic criminal would be the best way since he... Or lovable rogue. Well, but he never... No, he doesn't always decide to come out on the side of good. So I guess a charismatic criminal works. The antagonist. It's the devil, maybe. I don't think that fits, though, for this. We will have it's a love interest. The one thing is, I mean, so many movies always have a love interest. I feel like that's just, it's a shame, but I don't think it impacts it a ton. So we're going to do it anyways. There was a parent figure. It's his grandfather, though. I don't think we need anything there. We will have... What should we have? This one's kind of tough. Well, his grandfather dies, so we'll say that. We'll put some highbrow humor in. There is... We'll say there's alcohol in it. I'm sure there was. Lovers take a break. Let's just do that. Throw it in there. See what we got. And in the end, there's a family reunion in the afterlife. Felix, good luck. I don't think that's... I'll be interested to see how that one pans out. But we do have one more. Now I've got 3 more for 1943. This one is For Whom the Bell Tolls, based off of a Hemingway novel during the Spanish Civil War. Sam Wood directed this. Gary Cooper is the star. Ingrid Bergman is in as well. It is a drama. It is action with a little bit of romance. Not that much romance. It is in World War II Europe, we'll say. Spanish Civil War, close enough. There were guerrillas, like some Americans joined the International Brigade, so we'll have our brothers in arms, 3 of them, we'll say. The antagonists will be, we don't have like an evil dictator, do we? Let's do war criminal. We haven't used it. There is, we'll say let's make her a damsel in distress. Let's say she's behind enemy lines, Ingrid Bergman is, and needs rescued there by Gary Cooper. Yeah, I think that works. Well, I'm sure there's a worried wife in there too. Somebody back home. We will have a shootout for sure. Actually, let's get rid of that one. A rescue mission, a shootout, or no, not a shootout. That implies it's like more of a criminal thing. I feel like we need the big battle scene instead. If I remember, I think it's like a bridge that they're trying to explode. Not positive on that one. We will take... So there's one last job for these men. War is hell. And, a city siege. They're trapped. And they got to get out of it. And the protagonist is going to die heroically at the end. I think the movie ends where he's like firing at the forces coming at him because they were surrounded. I don't believe he gets, and could be wrong, but I don't believe he gets out of that alive. All right, so things are looking good. It's going to be interesting to see. Pride of the Yankees. Oh, there we go. Back up to $5 million, and we get the Behemoth policy bonus. Distribution by 25,000. Or 25% on that first day. Holiday Inn, we're going to say for Christmas. So we are going to have some open spots, but we've got lots of movies going. And we have built the image workshop. So the image workshop, we can work on our image development where we can have these stylists and trainers work on a striking image to give a higher commercial rating will double viewership during the first 4 weeks, or double viewership during the first 4 weeks for a sophisticated image. So what do we have coming up soon? We have Woman of the Year, starring Carol Quinn. I mean, it's already rated highly, but let's experiment. How long does this take? Ooh, can we just place in a deposit box and give a bribe? The bribes are working, so I guess we just could keep doing that. All right, Carol Quinn. We can't do it. Okay, that's fine. It takes 90 days anyways. Sarah, almost forgot about you. But you are finally getting paid. You know what? We like Sarah, so we'll throw in a couple extra thousand. Now that we're back to making big money on our movies. Not that many years. Vincent, I would argue you're not worth that much. But we're loyal. Oliver, try one more time. Oh, good. Emma can now keep going. That means let's get another movie started. Casablanca has the whole love interest thing. It's going to take forever to get back. So about the love triangle, we'll wait just a little bit more. And we're going to do They Died with Their Boots On. We will let Timothy Burke do that one. We've got a sound stage that has opened up. Oh, that's fine. Well, Vincent, we just signed you to a new contract, so do something good. And now let's let Craig Alexander get this one. With our soldier being Hubert Rutkowski. No, yeah. Brother in arms is going to be Douglas Weaver. His wife that's worried will be, where is Emma? Emma Potter. And our tribal chief, oh, actually, yeah. Let's let Ray Patterson do that one. Okay, GI combat should be good. Oh, all right, so there we're back to making lots of money. And we have the Behemoth policy boost. That's all I wanted to see. Let's set some records. The freelance writer's office is good to go. So we could buy some scripts. Oh, look, Bernard Larson is shopping out a script. Interesting. They're pretty good. We have so many scripts, though, at the moment. We don't need to do that. We're still a long way away from level 4 soundstage, aren't we? Ah, Wendy has increased her skill. 2.3. Let's get her back at it. And GI Combat is ready for its 4th of July week release. 3 stars, 1 star. Oh, man, not really critically acclaimed. It's got the artistic score to it. The critics, not big fans. Wonder why it didn't stand out to them, despite the artistic appeal. 195. Okay. We're getting close to that 200 million. We should be able to get it. I don't know what happened to the Pied Piper there. I accidentally clicked on it. Oh no, one of our security guys. He gave Hollywood his whole soul until a serious illness took his body. Ah. All right, Christopher, let's try again. What is our record? 14 million for the Philadelphia Story. I don't know that the Pride of Yankees is going to beat that. There we go. 2 9s for Heat. That's got the potential to do amazing if we can get that. It would get the Behemoth and the Boutique bonuses if we can keep it at that level. Not a bad increase for We Almost Humans. That's really good. It shows we have the talent around that can elevate these movies, these films to higher levels, which is good to see. In which we serve 2 7s. Well done. Let's shelve it for right now. Let's get Glass Ceiling into production. 2 solid 8s. Oh, wait. We don't want to start production yet. Oh, yeah, we do. Sorry. We do not have a security, but that's not really been an issue, so we're not going to worry too much about it. If something happens, something happens. Pride of the Yankees is doing okay. GI Combat, 61%, 5.5 million. Not bad. Okay. So we are in mid-July. We're in the middle of the year. It is time to start to wind this episode up. So that's what we're going to do. It's been a year where I like the scripts that we've got going. I'm excited to see now that we are making money if we can tackle this. We're with the Behemoth, especially as we get to these 9s. We're going to get Casablanca going pretty soon. I think later in this year, so that way at least one of those elements that's rotten can wear off, so we can make it as appealing once it gets to theaters as possible. It's going to be a fantastic movie. It's just we want it to be appealing. So with that being said, I want to thank you all for joining me on this one. We've got a lot of movies ready to go that we need to get into post-production when we come back for the back half of 1943. We're getting down to the last 5 to 6 years of this run. It's been a fun one. As always, continue to leave me your suggestions, give me your feedback, let me know what you'd like to see for films. And if you have any real historical films out there that I'm forgetting, let me know as well. Because like I said, I only have one more for 1943 that I plan on doing. So maybe there's some others out there that I haven't done or that's not that one. We'll find out. So thanks again for joining me. Come back on the next episode. Take care until then and just have an awesome day.